calling them diamonds.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Do you guys like it?
Do you guys like it? We have a new video today. So I'm Konge.
As you can tell.
I'm Konge.
I'm Konge's husband.
What's your name?
I'm Tunde.
Tunde. So thanks a lot for watching. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to watch us. And if you're new to the channel, hi.
Hello, mate.
So today we're talking about our cultures.
Yeah, we're taking you guys back to our culture. For you that may not know this, I am from a little country in West Africa known by the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It's not little, obviously. But yeah, and Konge is from a big country in the southern region of Africa called Zambia. We thought we would share with you guys what impact our cultures have had in our marriage and how we've adjusted to them and whatnot.
So we've been married for a while and it's been interesting having two different cultures. Basically, one of the things that is quite different about our culture, just slightly different, is respect. Like Zambians, they demand respect. If you're an adult and you're Zambian, you know, you demand your respect. But I feel like Nigerians, they take it to another level.
Just a little much. Than the Zambians.
Than the Zambians, do you know what I mean? Like, what advice I would give like anyone marrying into Nigerian culture is, if you're a respectful person, you be fine. Seriously, like that's the topmost thing. Or if you're Nigerian, let me know if I'm lying. That's one of the topmost things to get yourself loved. Just be respectful, and it's easy. Like
true.
Respect is important.
Nigerians don't actually ask for much, to be honest, apart from respect.
Respect, you know, prostrate to the ground, like, you know, not really. No, I'm exaggerating it now, but no, but really, just be respectful. And obviously, within Zambian culture, obviously we're respectful. So for me, it was quite easy to continue that respect. Obviously, I just had to learn how to respectful in Tunde's culture. Can't be waving at no Nigerian auntie. Or
hey, I've made that mistake before in high school. I was in a bus, right, and I waved at my friend's mom. I'm never gonna mention his name. I waved at her because the bus was moving. My goodness! Before I got home, that's another story. I just leave that. But you're on the phone, just kneel as well. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
I'm joking. And obviously that's not really impacted us personally, if I'm completely honest, because I'm a respectful person. I am, like I generally am. I'm respectful to my...
You come from a good home.
Yeah, thank you. But honestly, one thing that is quite different as well is with Nigerian siblings, they tend to refer to, if you're older, they tend to put like a sister or brother in front of their name. Oh, yeah. So if Tunde had a younger sibling, they would call him Brother Tunde. Do you know what I mean? Like, he'll be Brother Tunde.
Which adds about 5 years to your age.
Whereas like it's not really something that's huge in the Zambian culture. Obviously in Zambian culture you'd say like Konge or something, but it's not as huge in a sibling. Well, not in our siblings anyway. It is in the Nigerian culture, so it's quite interesting. Obviously, like I can't just say to like one of Tunde's sisters like, "Hi Joy," like that is so rude. It has to be like, that's rude. Hey. Game over. No, literally, I have to be like, you know, Sister Joy, put the sister in front of the names. And both of his sisters, Tunde won't obviously go to my brother like, oh, Brother Philip. I mean, he'll just be like Philip, Sambi, because it's not something that is required in our culture, and that's absolutely fine. So I think it's just learning to adjust.
Mind you though, I must say this, coming from a Nigerian person, I think it helps to call your elder siblings by the name, not because you don't respect them, but by adding brother or sister, just sort of makes the gap a bit bigger. You know, how you relate to them. If you can call them by name, you can sort of see that person as a friend as well, someone that you can speak to, you know.
Food, let's talk food. Food is important. Yeah, let's talk food.
Food is good.
Food is good. Food is important. So culturally, I think we noticed that food was quite different. You know, we've got things like shima, you've got pounded jam, you know, you've got jollof rice, vegetable stews and stuff like that. Like food is so different.
What else do you have in Zambia? Wow, just shima.
Just shima. No, we have shima, kapenta, chihuahua, kalembla. But the food's quite different, to be fair. I think we quickly noticed that one thing that we noticed is my family, I've not been raised to eat a lot of chili. Nigerians eat quite a lot of hot food. Went to visit Tunde's family home when we're just dating. I'll be like dying inside as I ate the food. I'll be like, oh, this is so hot. I found obviously being married, like funny enough, like we started off by like when I'd cook food, because obviously, you know, I want to please my husband. We were like, I would put like some chili in the food and stuff, but just a little, like a little. And I found that gradually I've like adjusted to it, and now I actually eat chili. So
yeah, even for me as well. having been to your family home when we were dating. The difference with the stew, for example, is Nigerian stew is a bit thicker.
Tomato,
so, yeah, we focus on the tomatoes, whereas the Zambians, or at least your family anyway, I can't speak for all the Zambians. So the first time having shima as well, that was a bit of a different texture to what I'm used to. Zambians tend to eat shima with mince, like mince meat, which is not something I've ever had before. It's just I would have thought of that combination, but Zambians tend to love it. I've never tried it. I've still not eaten it. The shima, isn't it?
Yeah, shima, yeah.
And the veg as well. The veg is really nice as well. It tastes healthy as well. Whereas Nigeria, I think we like to season it and
palm oil.
Wow. More palm oil, please. No, I'm joking.
No, Nigerian vegetable stews are nice as well. I like the vegetable stews, but yeah, there's a lot of palm oil in Nigerian dishes, definitely. And I personally find that the Zambian vegetables are a little bit more healthier. It's just simply because they're not boiled as long, you know what I mean? So the nutrients are preserved.
You're trying to say they're overboiled?
I'm not saying anything. I'm talking about Zambian vegetables. They're not boiled for long.
You can see the nutrients.
And we don't have palm oil in them, so yeah. Like one more thing actually about food, my vocabulary has been converted. When you're Zambian, you know when you have your meal, you call it supu. No, you know supu, not even soup, supu. Anyway, we call it that, which is just basically like, you know, when you cook your meat with the soup, chicken, you know what I mean, like the sauce essentially. But then obviously the Nigerians call it stew, you know what I mean, it's stew. I think it's like stew. So so now I'm always like stew, like a bit like, babe, what stew do you want? Do you want like a beef stew or chicken stew or whatever? Which is really weird because before I just be like soup. So my vocabulary has actually started to adapt. And I do love Nigerian food though. That's been quite fun to actually learn how to make Nigerian food. I love like jollof rice, like that's gorgeous.
That's really
Eforero.
Banging.
Love it. So
really
yeah,
nice.
I do like, despite the palm oil, I do like Nigerian
really, yeah.
food.
And I can make what's it called? Shima as well.
Yes, I can make shima.
The next part is family. And one thing that I've heard, and this is what Konge's mom has told me, is that in the Zambian culture, their mother doesn't really speak to the son-in-law.
Not really speak. Baby, that's not what she told you. Your mom's watching it, she'll be like, is that what I told you?
No, that's what I heard though. That's
no, like
no, let me explain this. Let me explain this from my perspective. This is what she said. So in Zambia, this is for anyone that was married a Zambian as well. Just know if the family is quite traditional, son-in-law wouldn't sit together with the mother-in-law to have dinner, isn't it? So they will have dinner in separate places. The mother-in-law probably excuse herself to go to probably the dining room, or else anyway in the living room, and have dinner there. I'm not entirely sure why that is, to be honest, but
yeah,
there's something about it.
I think it's a respect. I think the mother-in-laws tend to have quite high respect for their, you know, their new son-in-law, and equally the son-in-law has a lot of high respect for their mother-in-law. I think just for that pure show of respect, they tend to give themselves that distance, which we didn't really realize. I remember when I went to Zambia as one of my cousins, like, you know, her mum and her husband didn't have dinner together. Like, he was in the dining room and then she would eat after him, or he would eat after her, or they would be in different rooms.
Imagine that.
But then obviously I'm not sure, like as we said, we're not speaking for all of Zambia. Like, it might just be like a Bemba tradition, I don't know, or it might just be from the village that we're from. I don't know, I can't speak for all Zambians, but I think obviously you're right, like, because my mum doesn't hold to that as much, you know, you guys eat together, like, you know. Tunde was on the other day, was on the phone to my mum for like an hour, and I was like, was it 2 hours or something? I was like,
actually.
Okay.
You're cool,
you know, yeah. So yeah, Tunde and my mum get on really well, which is nice.
Yeah, so anyway, that's what your mum told me. That if we were in Zambia, she probably wouldn't eat with me on the table, which I can't imagine now.
Yeah,
actually, we're about to have dinner and then, alright, sorry, I'm gonna take my plate somewhere else now. It's just weird. But anyway, that's one thing anyway. But it doesn't affect us because we don't carry that tradition through anyway, thankfully.
No.
But it might mean we might do that when we go to Zambia, maybe.
Maybe
we should just.
I know, you can't just be like, like, I guess with the Nigerian culture, I think the Nigerian families are very welcoming. That's one thing I found. Like, and also, I guess I'm really thankful to Tunde's family for this as well, because they have been really welcoming. Like, I think the Nigerian family are really welcoming. Like I said before, if you're willing to respect them and stuff, they're literally like, there's no trouble. Like, it's just easy.
Forget what you watch Nigerian movies. You do watch Nigerian movies.
Literally, like, and then now moving on to language. So obviously, I speak Bemba, Tunde speaks Yoruba. completely different languages. There's no cross-reference. There's nothing like, you know, sometimes I can understand Swahili words, but with Yoruba, there's no crossing like with Bemba. Like, I don't hear anything. Like, I think that's been a bit of a challenge, you know, I feel, especially when you're in those settings where they're like a lot of Yoruba is being spoken and you just don't understand anything. I have said though that I'm going to teach my children Yoruba so that they can be my, well, not I'm not going to teach them. I'm not going to teach them what I don't know, but Tunde's going to teach them Yoruba so that they can be my interpreters. Or I could just learn Yoruba. We'll learn together. But yeah, we'll learn. But anyway, yeah, I think language has been interesting. And also I find myself breaking out into like accents. Yeah, you meet Nigerians, they are, say for instance, English, American, or you watch them on YouTube even, they have like a proper like, say, English accent, American accent, Australian accent, whatever, but they've, and then suddenly they just switch. Yeah, like they just switch.
I think a lot of Nigerians can relate to that. Just Shima.
It's just Shima. No, we have Shima, Kapenta, Chihuahua, Kalembla. But the food's quite think first. I mean, Nigerians are so capable of this, and then suddenly they just switch into like a Nigerian accent. And now I find myself doing it. Like, I'm not even Nigerian, but I'm like switching, and I'm like, Adio.
Chai.
No, do it, bro. Hey, Tunde, I'm telling you. I'm like, where did that come from?
Yeah, funnily enough though, I don't think I've actually been influenced by any Zambian sayings. I don't think I used to say any Zambian.
Thank you.
Tefi or ati. I don't say it in my
vocabulary as much.
Yeah, day-to-day vocabulary. I just normally say that when I'm just having a laugh.
Yeah, so that's basically it. I mean, like, honestly speaking though, I just want to say that I personally feel like our cultures have not really played anything negatively to our marriage. Like I don't think it's been a barrier at all, really. I think it's been quite exciting to learn Nigerian culture.
I'm learning Zambian culture. I think it's quite interesting. Yeah. The whole kitchen party thing. This is the thing, right from the get-go, you learn quite a lot. They throw you into the deep end, really. Kitchen party stuff is different. It's different.
It's true. Yeah. So it's all of those experiences, and I think obviously we don't know what cultural differences will come when we have children. We don't know, like, is there like a culture expectation to name them a certain name or anything like that. We don't actually know.
Long Yoruba names.
I know. No, sorry. Anyway, we don't know.
It's culture. You just
it's
have
a culture.
You just have to do it. I'm joking. You don't.
Obviously, just being the two of us married, we've literally it's not impacted us. Like, I think the only thing I said is the language thing. Would be nice to have to, to do a love song. Like when I'm listening to a love song, I'm like a Bemba love song, I'm like, oh, I wish Tunde actually could understand this, and he could be like, I'm dedicating this to you, baby, or something.
Vice versa as well.
And yeah, I think apart from that, literally.
Apart from that,
we're good.
Apart from that, apart from language, food, accents, names, respect,
we're good.
Other than that.
No, seriously, we're good. Good. Don't you think we're good?
I think we're good.
We're good.
We're great.
We're great. Yeah.
Alright then, so we shall see you guys in the next video. Please,
could we ask for a favour that you subscribe, turn the bell notification on so that you don't miss a single video from us. And we shall see you in our next video.
We shall.
See you guys. Love you. What?
This is a bonus clip for everyone. Yeah.
What is she having?
Sure.
More.